We've all seen the traditional Minecraft TNT, right? Big red cube of boom. Pretty big boom, but not really anything crazy. But what if we could make it crazy? Varying degrees of crazy. That is what I'm here to tell y'all. Hello everybody, my name is JebDeb, and this is a little off the beaten path, but I saw this was a free Minecraft pack that added in 18 new TNTs, and said fuck it, we'll do it like the old G Minecraft mod reviews. So first, you're going to need to make an item called Ultra Powder to actually be able to craft these new TNTs. Pretty simple to make, and this is the recipe. So then we have Ultra TNT, which is the next step up towards TNT. So let's again ignore all the holes, I'll get to these later. So let's take a look at the regular TNT sized hole. You know, it's pretty big, pretty deep. I'm on a super flat world, by the way, because I can't build mod testing arenas for shit. Also, these TNTs can blow up obsidian. So then we have regular, and then we have Ultra TNT, which killed me. By the way, when you download this pack, you get a book. The book contains all of the recipes. Every time you die, it looks like as well. So, this is Ultra TNT. Let's get a brief little reminder. This is regular TNT. This is Ultra TNT. Way more deadly. You saw it was a fair bit away and it still killed me. Next up, Trapped TNT. Which, by the way, this is going to be a reoccurring theme. You need at least one Ultra TNT for the recipes going forth. There's a exception at the end. So, Trapped TNT works a little bit differently. So, traditional TNT, you have to light it, and then it blows up. Trapped TNT will blow up whenever anyone walks near it, including yourself. So, and this does include, you know, like, other mobs. So, you can use that for, like, a sweet little prank, if you can time it correctly, I don't know. Next up, Proxy TNT. Definitely one of the bigger recipes. Most of the recipes in this pack really just include one Ultra TNT and one other item. So, Proxy TNT. It looks traditional, and then sends out multiple TNTs. It's similar to the banana cluster bomb from Worms, in which you throw it out, it explodes, and then more come from it. Pretty useful, especially I would imagine if you want to use TNT to clear out a large group of people. Next up, Nether TNT, because there's one thing that TNT is missing, which is fire. So with Nether TNT, you get exactly that, and also apparently it explodes in freaking social distancing range, so you can still blow up your friends even during the pandemic. But maybe you don't want just fire, you want lava, which obviously the aptly named Lava TNT is perfect for doing. Light this bad boy. Go ahead and get far, far away from it this time. And it creates a very large hole with a surplus of lava. It doesn't really have any rhyme or reason as to how the lava spreads. It just kind of comes out in a pattern. Next up, maybe you want something opposite of heat. You want cold. Well, that's why we have the Polar TNT here. The Polar TNT doesn't really, I don't know if this is just like it being weird. It doesn't really do anything. It just creates a block of ice wherever you are. It doesn't trap you in it. Like, it doesn't matter if I run all the way away. It will just make a block of ice if someone is close enough to it. Once again, it doesn't trap you in it, as you can see. It just nudges me out and makes a block of ice. Definitely the most lackluster TNT. I thought it would, like, trap you in the ice prison, but it instead does not. Next up, Rocket TNT. Because maybe you want your TNT to be of a spectacle. And that it is. Now, do keep in mind, if you blow up Rocket TNT below an object, I'm sure you can guess what happens. It acts as a point-blank bomb. So, if you are going to try to use Rocket TNT to its fullest, ideally try to get the Rocket TNT to blow up beneath something. Next up, Toxic TNT, which is essentially kind of similar to phosphorus, I would imagine, because with Toxic TNT, it creates a fart cloud that will sit and linger there for a while, and if you are not killed by the simple blast of the Toxic TNT, it will leave behind poison residue here, in which obviously you'll get poisoned from it. So it's kind of like a double whammy. If you don't die from the explosion, you'll get pretty low from the poison, and the poison will slowly pick away at you. Next up, Shockwave TNT. One of the more traditional looking TNTs of the bunch. So the fun thing about Shockwave TNT is that it doesn't actually blow anything up. Shockwave TNT does damage entirely based on the shockwave. So you can deploy your Shockwave TNT and have it like deal a bunch of damage to a bunch of mobs without you actually taking any environmental damage. But maybe we want something cooler. Well, we've got Gravity TNT, which admittedly you can't get until you go to the end because you need a shulker shell for it. And definitely one of the cooler TNTs, and when it explodes, you go up. And then you go down. So, that's Gravity TNT. It goes up, and then you go down. But what if you want more? Well, Implosion TNT is probably going to be up your alley. So far we've had big lava explosions. We've had gravity. What could Implosion TNT bring to the table? Well, how about a mini-sized black hole that sucks you in and violates you in 37 different ways, 10 of which have been discovered before. So, you know, naturally, you set down an Implosion TNT, you run like hell, and you just create, you know, a black hole, which will suck in all sorts of mobs and destroy the environment. Because nothing's better than, you know, enveloping people in an inky black spaghettification mess. And then next up, you're probably wondering why I had these in my inventory, and that's where the healing TNT comes in, because not all TNT needs to be, you know, lethal. So obviously if we throw these down, we hurt us, we activate the healing TNT, full heal. It does not restore hunger, by the way, but you can sit here and you can be as hurt as you want, activate your healing TNT, you're healed. I don't know if it's a full heal or if it's like a major heal, but it is pretty useful. Next up, the Lucky TNT, because if you don't have Minecraft on a PC and you want to do Lucky Block stuff, we've got the Lucky TNT for you, which obviously has varying effects. So for example, this Lucky TNT, that is a terrible, terrible thing. What the fuck? As you can see, that Lucky TNT, for instance, decided to spawn a bunch of, you know, creepers and skeletons and a blaze. This lucky TNT trapped me in a giant obsidian cube, which is always fun. So obviously, if you're too poor for lucky blocks, and you want that lucky block experience, you have lucky TNT here, which can do, obviously, many things, like Diamond Rain. So that's lucky TNT. Obviously, use at your own discretion, because it could always give you, you know, the power of free diamond stacks, or it'll trap you in an obsidian cube, where your only option for escape is death, or if you happen to have a diamond pick. Next up, we have Sonic TNT, which is not anything to do with the blue hedgehog. Let's see. Similar to the Shockwave TNT, Sonic TNT does damage based on the Sonic Blast that comes out, which looks like that. I think it's supposed to knock you back, but so far all it does, it just violently maims me and splatters my organs all the way to Nevada. So, not the most traditional of TNT to use, but then again, neither is the Earthquake TNT. One of the more pricey TNT here, by the way. You need an iron pick and you need an echo shard for this. So Earthquake TNT does exactly what you think it would be. It is an earthquake inside TNT, which will, you know, just start simulating the effects of an earthquake. Now, because I'm playing on a flat world, it doesn't really show, but the Earthquake TNT will actually tear open a chasm in the ground, much like an actual earthquake would. So, this is one of the more, like, niche TNTs, but it has its use if you want to just cause absolute chaos. Speaking of chaos, the Disco TNT, which requires a notes block. This is another non-lethal TNT, and acts very closely to the Boogie Bomb from Fortnite, in which it makes everything just unable to attack. Which is why I said it acts similar to the Boogie Bomb from Fortnite. But what if you're tired of throwing your TNT out and then having to light it? What if we just skip the middleman? With an Egg and Ultra TNT, you have yourself throwable TNT, which does exactly as advertised. You can throw it. And as you can see there, it can blow up obsidian and bedrock, apparently. Be very careful with this TNT, apparently. It can blow up bedrock. So obviously, you know, you got dynamite, you can throw it, it does TNT stuff. And obviously, you already saw it, so let's get it out of the way. The Colossal TNT. The biggest of the bunch. You need 9 Ultra TNTs to make a Colossal TNT, which, in turn, is the big boy, you know, the essential nuke of this pack. And it does take quite a while to blow up, obviously, because of its sheer size, which we definitely need because this thing is huge, as you saw. Look at that damage. For a low price, which, by the way, you need 1 TNT and 1 Ultra Powder to make a regular Ultra TNT, and this is how you make Ultra Powder, so it is a little time-consuming. But essentially, you make Ultra TNT, which is the F-bomb from Minecraft Story Mode, if it were cooler. We walk over, and obviously we see just the huge amount of chaos it does. So essentially, the Colossal TNT is just a straight, like, 10-time upgrade to Ultra TNT. But now you probably have one last question remaining. What happens when you combine them all together? Well, that's what we're here to find out. First, we're going to place down an Ultra TNT, and then Colossal. By the way, these have some like weird stacking. You can't really stack these things on top of each other, sadly. It's not really all that. Then, Lucky, Trapped. I gotta be careful not to step in that. Gravity, Sonic, Nether, Lava, Rocket. I don't know why I'm making it vaguely penis-shaped. That was sort of an afterthought there. Toxic, Shockwave, Earthquake, Healing, Disco, Proxy, Polar, Implosion, and we'll see if we can set it all off with a throwing. Oh boy. Well, reminder, the Colossal TNT hasn't even gone off yet. The Colossal TNT is still live. It's hard to tell what the... Oh boy, what the hell? Okay, well the Colossal TNT fucked off into the ether, and the Toxic TNT has decided to take orbit, in which the Boogie TNT also is deciding to go to the moon. I'm not sure how effective sending a disco would be to the ISS, but if anyone were to find out, it would be me. So, once again, this pack is free. It is a pretty fun thing to mess around with, you know. You get some TNT, you can maybe use it for your actual, like, normal uses of Minecraft stuff. You know, especially the throwable TNT. I feel like this stuff is probably the most useful of it all, because it's just regular TNT, but you can throw it. I might as well just call this thing Stick of Dynamite, because that's literally all it is. I'm not sure about the bedrock destroying property of it, though. That seems a little busted, considering that you can't destroy bedrock at all normally, and a Stick of Dynamite can. But maybe that should just go to prove that with great power comes great responsibility, or whatever fancy mumbo-jumbo they decide to say. So anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed seeing this video, subscribe if you want to hit the notification bell. It's free. You can change your mind later on whenever you want. I'm not sure how many more I'll do of these, because most of these packs cost mine coins, which costs money, and I'm cheap and poor, so I don't have the money to be able to spend on these things. But maybe if more people release more free packs and add more stuff like this, I'll do more reviews. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.